throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football, as they've got it with a very tough 3rd and 15 forthcoming.
They're running it. 2 by 2. Move. 2. They go 368.
3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? And he fires one, but incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for
as we step aside here in this second quarter. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. It was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's what you're looking for.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Watch the ship. Watch alert. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
They run it with Carson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
What? 280. 57. Oh, here we go. Oh. Mike. 12. I don't think you got it, sir.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson completes it to Dixon. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Zebra.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
And into the red zone now in Charles. They told us Offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes, make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that. The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
36. Move the team. 6 guys. Check 6.
A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
On 3rd down, it's Carson, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run, and the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. A reminder coming up later tonight, the Patriots unfurl their 6 banners. They play host to their rival Steelers. And then on Monday night, that's the one weekend of the year where you get 2 games to wrap up the week. Texans and Saints from New Orleans in the early game, then Broncos and Raiders. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Ezekiel Ansah picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Throwing on 2nd and long. Dalton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They can use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 19. From the gun, Dalton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Caught Eifert over the middle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. 1st and 10 for Dalton. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougal. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And, Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Hey, alert.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Alert. Check Mike 57. Mike 57. Echo. 57 to Mike. Mike 57. Don't let him. Zebra. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight deep.
They will run it. It's McKissick. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
What? 57 Mike. I got him. Hey, switch gears. Joker. 40. I'll go special.
They'll run on first down. Carson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. You ain't doing nothing today. Shift.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down.
He's crashing. 14, run it. Kill.
This is Carson. And he's not going to get any.
Here we go.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on what should be the final play of the first half. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Operating from the gun, Dalton. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green, 79 yards. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Lady. Nice, sweetheart. Left half. Check, crunch. 25. 14.
Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. 19. Check 49. Hey, easy. Check. Check safety. H3.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Want that. 57's Mike 57. We ain't giving up nothing today.
They'll try the left side. It's Carson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second.
By the offensive line to create space up front. Really well done.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Pick up the ball. Reload. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. Hey, truck. Watch the slant. 57. Mike, 57. Don't get nervous. 57's the mic. Watch 57. You must be dreaming.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 39. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding wins.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Ziggy Ansah getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Here we go. 93, 52, 93.
Dalton. Eluding the pressure. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Bobby Wagner, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. From the gun, Dalton. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. Here's Kevin Huber now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Mike 57. Hey, pick your game up.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Geno Atkins got home that time. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on it. It's Carson. It was Jordan Evans making the play defensively.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Jim. There.
And the blitz does come. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Check tight end. Check tight. Check tight. 19.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jennings. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Check 99. Check 99. Slam.
Here's McKissick. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Jesse Bates, who led the Bengals in tackles as a rookie, there to make the stop.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's see what you got. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Listen. No. Go 14.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. They'll get this to Jennings over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth and final quarter. Some good games around the league here early in week one, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Check three.
A carry now for McKissick. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
Just right. Check three. Good job right there.
Now it's Carson. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
57. 57. Hey, get in the weight room. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Get ready.
They run again with Carson. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
Malik Jefferson did a lot of that at the University of Texas, run down ball carriers and put them on the ground. And he played inside linebacker a lot while he was at UT. I like him better outside. A weak side linebacker protected by a defensive line. Let him run, chase, and hit, and you'll get plenty more plays just like that.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Operating from the gun. Dalton, Green's got it over the middle. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Defense, keep it up, guys. Kill. Good job right there. Kill. Turn up.
On 1st down, Carson. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the
2nd down.
Switch it. Alert.
Wilson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The rookie DK Metcalf, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
57. Go. We want this. Go. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. All you get is a headache. 57. Mike, 57. Alert. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Zoom. Mark 57. Hey, we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw to the left side here for Eifert. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Now the Bengals on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Al Woods in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. They'll try on 4th. Here's Dalton. And Eifert has it. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Big spot, Andy Dalton. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A.J. Green with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Check 50, check 50.
They'll begin the drive with Carson. Through an opening, and there he goes. He's at the 30, 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Important extra point up and through, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Right there, 56. Got one.
So now Dalton. That's complete to John Ross. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
56. Go.
All right, here's Dalton. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Andy Dalton. Green with a catch left side. That one goes for 36 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 14, and this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Waiting. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Take 4. Take 4.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee.
Chris fatigue. 50 seconds to Mike. Check pass, check. Bang out, bam.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. And just how they envisioned the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know what's really strange? I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice it starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0. So the victory here for Seattle. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Seahawks, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew.